After invading Spain, Napoleon placed his brother Joseph Bonaparte as the King of Spain, with Ferdinand VII being exiled. Spanish America were sympathetic to Spanish claims, but decided to follow Spanish law due to there being an interregnum, and govern themselves until the monarch was restored. The Viceroyalty of Rio de la Plata declared the autonomy May 1810 after an open cabildo, with a cabildo being a municipal council and an open cabildo being like a town meeting, in Buenos Aires in what is called the May Revolution. They were to administer the Viceroyalty until Ferdinand VII was restored to the throne. Remember this part. Now, Ferdinand VII was restored in 1814, and on July 9, 1816, there was an assembly in which the Viceroyalty declared independence as the United Provinces of Rio de la Plata. There goes the whole administering for the king concept. Early Argentine history was dominated by two factions, being the Unitarians, or Unitarios, and the Federalists, Federalistas, to the point where the Argentine civil wars began in 1814 and lasted until 1880, beginning 4 years after being free from Spain, and 2 years before true independence. Imagine that, having a civil war before becoming independent. The Unitarians were those in favor of a centralized government in Buenos Aires. They were typically residents of Buenos Aires, called porteños. They modeled their government on Napoleonic France and Great Britain. They were in favor of economic liberalism. They used the colors blue and white to represent themselves. Now, the Federalists were those in favor of a representative federal republic, modeled after the American Articles of Confederation. They were often from outside Buenos Aires in the other provinces. They were in favor of economic protectionism to help their nascent industries. They also wanted the end of Buenos Aires being the exclusive entrepot of Argentina. They used the color red to represent themselves. Now, there's a lot more to the Argentine civil wars, and this is just a general information to understand the historical context. Francisco Ramírez was a member of an important family from the province of Buenos Aires. He was born in Concepción del Uruguay. In 1811, Francisco Ramírez joined the army and fought against the Spanish trying to take Uruguay in 1814, and against the Portuguese invasion in 1816. He became the primary military leader of Entre Ríos as well. Note that Uruguay was called Banda Oriental at the time. In that same year, he joined the provinces of Corrientes, Santa Fe, Misiones, and the Banda Oriental in refusing to send delegates to the Congress of Tucumán, which began sessions on March 23rd of 1816. It was the same Congress of Tucumán that declared the United Provinces of Rio de la Plata's independence on July 9th, 1816. They refused to send delegates in protest to the anti-autonomous ideals in Buenos Aires. In 1817, he was victorious in the Battle of Arroyo Ceballos, and the next year emerged victorious in the Battle of Saucecito. In these battles, he defeated the porteños. Their goal was to dispose of José Gervasio Artigas, a Federalist and founder of the Liga Federal, though these battles had the consequence of growing Francisco Ramírez's power. Due to the prestige he earned on the battlefield, he became governor of Entre Ríos in 1818. His ambition led him to unify Entre Ríos, Corrientes, and Misiones as the autonomous Republic of Entre Ríos on September 29, 1820. He was often known as El Supremo, meaning the Supreme. The Republic had this flag, and this was its seal. This self-described republic wasn't created with secessionist intent, though he did try to join Paraguay. He became enemies with his former Federalist ally, Estanislao López, governor of Santa Fe, over control of the coastal provinces. Now, with the pretext of attacking the Brazilians in the Banda Oriental, he asked for military support from Buenos Aires. But the leader of Buenos Aires preferred to ally themselves with Santa Fe and Córdoba in opposition to Entre Ríos. so Francisco Ramírez crossed the Paraná River and invaded Santa Fe. He signed an agreement with the Chilean president to attack Cordoba together. Despite early success, they were defeated the 10th of July of 1821 at the Battle of Fraile. Forced to escape, he soon regrouped and returned to the offensive. He was defeated again July 24, 1821 in Rio Secos, where he was hoping to regroup with the Chilean president. Francisco Ramírez escaped, but returned to the battlefield when he learned that his inseparable companion Delfina, whom he met in 1819, was being held prisoner. This was a fatal mistake, as he was spotted and decapitated. His head was sent to Estanislao Lopez, who exhibited as a war trophy. His death meant the end of the Republic of Entre Ríos, and on September 28, 1810, Lucio Norberto Mancilla was elected governor of Entre Ríos, a day short of its first anniversary as a once independent nation. Fun fact, this year marks the 200th anniversary of the Republic of Entre Ríos. This month, in fact.